Fundraising. Oh my goodness, there are so many challenges. Fundraising is a critical part of our responsibility, of course, because ensuring sustainable resources so we can accomplish our mission is one of our 4 unique responsibilities as board members. But there's so many challenges with board members. I know I've been there. We think it's somebody else's job. We're not good at it. We're not comfortable asking for money. And fundraising has proven to be one of the primary challenges facing boards. So let's look at a few of the problems and some of successful strategies for overcoming them. Now, they may not all be your problems. Some of the strategies I'm suggesting or solutions may not be ones that fit for you, but we've got to make sure that we've identified the problems and issues and have taken steps to overcome them. Probably the one I hear most is the fear of asking for money. I'm just intimidated by the entire prospect. Well, let's start by reframing it. We're not asking for money so much as we're building relationships. So please review the presentations on influence and relationships because there's a lot of useful information there. We're really giving people the opportunity to support a cause they care about and that you care about, rather than a sales pitch. They, of course, have the dignity of saying no if they want to, but it's why you got involved. Why do you think others wouldn't also care about the things that you care about? And what's really important here is to provide training and maybe even practice sessions for board members to build confidence. We start just by building support over time by providing information about what we're doing, why we're important, the impact we're having, without necessarily making the ask at that time. We're building relationships. Another problem is that there's unclear expectations. Board members may not understand their fundraising responsibilities. Well, to address this, make sure that you set clear expectations up front and include them in the board member job description that people receive before they ever go on your board. And use board agreements, those ground rules that outline specific fundraising commitments. Don't ask for a dollar amount from individual board members, but ask them to make sure that your organization is included in the top 3 to which they give each year. Create a fundraising plan detailing who does what and by when. Another problem, which of course relates to these 2, is the lack of fundraising experience. Many new board members have never fundraised before. So have a comprehensive onboarding process that includes training in fundraising. Create clear board packets with fundraising expectations and best practices, and offer ongoing education and support in strategies and skills around the table. And even just have discussions at the table about what you're doing and what works. Some are reluctant to leverage their personal networks. They hesitate to ask people they know. Well, emphasize again that they're offering an opportunity to support a worthy cause. You're not asking for a personal favor. They should feel free to say no. You're also providing alternative ways to support fundraising to board members beyond direct asks, like hosting events or making introductions, writing thank you notes. Another problem is a lack of accountability. Without proper systems in place, board members may not follow through on the commitments they made. Well, start to use tools like board fundraising checklist or a CRM system, customer relationship management system, to track commitments and progress. And regularly review fundraising goals and board member participation. Whatever you do, do not neglect individual donors who provide the majority of charitable giving. Educate the board on the importance of individual donors. And getting people in the door is the most important thing. The major donors may very well have started a few years ago with a small donation, sees the results, sees the impact, gets thanks for their donation, and moves on to make larger donations or moves to a monthly giving program. Develop strategies to cultivate those relationships with individual supporters, relationship building, training again. An obvious source that we tend to overlook are our volunteers as donors. Organizations sometimes hesitate to ask volunteers for monetary donations for the same reason as board members are sometimes reluctant. I'm giving my time. Why are you now asking me for money? Well, we appreciate your time, but we also need funds to realize our mission, and we want to give you this opportunity because obviously you think the organization is important, or you wouldn't be volunteering their time. And they can also use their connections. So recognize that volunteers are often more likely to donate, and create opportunities for volunteers to contribute financially in addition to their time. Sometimes a discussion at the board meeting about expectations, actions, results can lead to improved giving. Even short sessions like this presentation with a discussion can lead to sharing ideas and techniques. You know, discuss how you communicate your mission and its impact. Discuss how you leverage your network. Review your discussions with individuals. How did you connect? How did you discuss your impact? How did you build a relationship? Make sure that board members have printed materials they can give to prospective donors. And make sure that the talking points have been discussed and are known to everyone. What are the 3 main talking points? What is your elevator speech? How do you give evidence of your impact and your outcomes? And occasionally you might want to bring in outside experts for presentations at the board table and discussions on some innovative approaches. You know, addressing these challenges, well, addressing them, first of all, recognizing them, identifying them, and then addressing these challenges through your recruitment process, so people know what's expected of them, your training, providing clear expectations, accountability measures, both through discussion around the table and through that record keeping, and a focus on relationship building can lead to significant improvements in your board's fundraising effectiveness and engagement. Make sure and identify the problems, figure out ways to address them, and move on, because your mission is too important to let it fall apart because you aren't engaged in fund development individually and collectively as a board.